let's start with the political parties. Let's continue with necessity. We need political parties because they perform all these functions. The rise of political parties is directly linked to the emergence of representative democracies. As we have seen, large-scale societies need representative democracies. Political parties fulfill these needs that every representative government has. How many parties should we have? In a democracy, any group of citizens is free to form the political party. In this formal sense, there are a large number of political parties in each country. More than 750 parties are registered with the Election Commission of India. In some country, only one party is allowed to control and run the government. This are called one-party system. But we cannot consider one-party system as a good option because this is not a democratic option. Any democratic system must allow at least two parties to compete in the election and provide a fair chance for the competing party to come to the power. In some countries, power usually changes between two main parties. But only the two main parties have a serious chance of winning the majority of seats to form the government. Such a party is called two-party system. If several parties compete for power and more than two parties have a reasonable chance of coming to power either on their own strength or in alliance with other, we call it multi-party system. When several parties in a multi-party system join hands for the purpose of contesting elections and winning power is called an alliance or a front. The multi-party system often appears very messy and leads to political instability. At the same time, this system allows a variety of interest and option to enjoy political representative. Yes, now let's move on to national parties of India. National parties, democracies that allow a federal system all over the world, tend to have two kinds of political parties. Parties that are present in only one of the federal units and parties that are present in several or all units of federation. Every party in the country has to register with the Election Commission, while the Election Commission treats all parties equally. It offers special facilities to large and established parties. Parties that get this privilege and some other special facilities are recognized by the Election Commission for this purpose. That is why these parties are called recognized political parties. According to this classification, there were 6 national recognized parties in the country in 2006. These are Indian National Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party, Bhujan Samaj Party, Communist Party of Indian Marxist, Communist Party of India, Nationalist Congress Party. Yes, now let's start with Indian National Congress. Indian National Congress, popularly known as the Congress Party, one of the oldest party of the world, founded in 1885 and has experienced many splits, played a dominant role in Indian politics at the national and state level for several decades after India's independence. Under the leadership of Jawaharlal Nehru, the party sought to build a modern secular democratic republic in India. Ruling party at the center till 1977 and then from 1980 to 1989. After 1989, its supposed decline, but it's continued to be present throughout the country, cutting across social division. A centrist party, neither rightist or leftist in its ideological orientation. Yes, and the party, secularism, welfare of weaker section and minorities, supports new economic reform but with the human face. Yes, so emerged as the largest party with 145 members in the Lok Sabha election held in 2004, currently holds the ruling United Progressive Alliance coalition government at the center. Now let's move on to Bharatiya Janata Party. Founded in 1980, Bharatiya Janata Party wants to build a strong and modern India by drawing inspiration from India's ancient culture and values. Cultural nationalism or Hindutva is an important element in its conception of Indian nationhood and politics. Wants full territorial and political integration of Jammu and Kashmir with India and uniform civil code for all people living in the country, irrespective of religion, and ban on religion conversion. Its support base increased substantially in 1980 and 1990s. Earlier limited to north and west and urban area, the party expanded its support in the south, east and northeast and to rural areas. Came to power in 1989. In 1998, as the leader of National Democratic Alliance, including several states and religion party, lost election in 2004 and is the principal opposition party in the Lok Sabha. Now, let's move on to Bhujan Samaj Party, formed in 1984 under the leadership of Kanshiram, seeks to represent and secure power to the Bhujan Samaj, which includes Dalits, Adivasis, OBCs, and religious minorities. Draws inspiration from the ideas and teaching of Periyar, Ramaswamy Nayakar, and Baba Sahib's Ambedkar, Mahatma Phule, stands for the cause of securing the interest and welfare of the Dalits and oppressed people. It has its main basis in the state of Uttar Pradesh and substantial presence in the neighboring states like Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Uttarakhand, Delhi, and Punjab. Formed government in Uttar Pradesh several times by taking the support of different parties at different times. In the Lok Sabha election held in 2004, it polled about 5% votes and secured 19 seats in the Lok Sabha. Let's move on to the Communist Party of India, Marxist. Founded in 1964, believes in Marxism, Leninism, supports socialism, secularism and democracy, and opposes imperialism and communalism. Accept democratic election as a useful and helpful means for securing the objective of socio-economic justice in India. Enjoy strong support in West Bengal, Kerala, Tripura, especially among the poor, factory workers, farmers, agricultural laborers, and intelligentsia. Next, let's move on to the other one. Communist Party of India, formed in 1924, believes in Marxism, Leninism, secularism, and democracy. Opposed to the force of socialism and communalism. Accept parliamentary democracy as a means of promoting the interests of the working class, farmers, and the poor. Became weak after the split in the party in 1964 that led to the formation of CPI. Significant presence in the states of Kerala, West Bengal, Punjab, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu. Yes, it secured about 1.4% votes and 10 seats in 2004 Lok Sabha election. Let's move on to the other one. Nationalist Congress Party, formed in 1999 following a split in the Congress Party. Yes, Gandhian secularism, equity, social justice, federalism. Wants that high officers in government be confined to natural born citizens of the country. A major party in Maharashtra and has a significant presence in Meghalaya, Manipura, Assam. 2004, a member of United Progressive Alliance. So far, we have discussed about necessities, how parties are formed, yes, and National Party and 6 national parties in 2006. Thank you, students.